Okay, first off, I just want to congratulate the Huskers. Really good year. I've known that staff for a long time, and was able to compete against them when I was an assistant at Florida in OKC. We got in a 14 inning game there that was an incredible experience, and just really enjoyed competing against them. They're great people. They get their kids to play hard, and they've done it for a long time at a very high level. So congratulations to them and Rhonda as well. That was a great game. We hit a lot of balls hard, kind of right at them. We had the Adams, and I just felt like we kept taking great at bats. And I felt good. I never thought we weren't going to win this game. Little unfortunate on the 2 pass balls or wild pitches. I've never seen that in my time, so that's a first back to back. But it is what it is. I mean, they got the kids on base. They put some balls in play hard too, and we pitched well enough. 9 Ks, 1 walk. Another air-free game, kind of the things that we focused on this whole week. Things we focused on the whole year, but obviously really kind of worked through all that. So proud of this team. Tallen over here gets the big hit to start off. Then Katie Lott, pinch hit, big hit. Then Bloodworth gets the walk. She had another great day, hit some balls hard. Really proud of her. And then Rachel Becker walks up, and I just remember I walked over to one of our coaches and I said, I don't think I could have drawn this thing up any better than this. For this kid to be in that moment, to just be her. She didn't, when they called time, I just looked at her, I kind of gave her a little encouragement, and she just looked like the Rachel that I always see every day, and I was like, we're in good shape here. And I was hoping that she was ready to go at the first pitch. I told her, hey, just be ready to swing at your pitch, whatever that is. Don't let it go. And man, she got it and she went, and it was cool. The emotion that I felt was crazy, just to hear our fans, and then to see her, and then we just kind of kept on there. So great game.
Questions? Rachel, if we start with you, you talked about how you came here to be in big moments, and there hasn't been a bigger one than that this year. Talk about what that moment was like for you, and take us through that at bat.
Yeah, honestly, like the moment, that's just something I feel like I've been waiting for my whole career, just, have such, a big game on the line, and the pressure situation, and stepping up to the plate, I was definitely, my heart was beating a little bit, I was feeling it, but I knew if I saw my pitch, I was going to swing hard at it, and so yeah, that's honestly, I was just super happy that I was aggressive in that situation, because that was my mindset going into it. So yeah, just kind of trusting my plan, and credit to my teammates for getting on base in front of me, because that was awesome.
What did you do during the timeout? Is there something you kept telling yourself? What kind of went through your head then?
Kind of, like Coach G mentioned, he was like, if you see your pitch, swing at it, and that's what I had going in my head, stepping up to the plate, and I felt pretty confident because I've been squaring up balls all weekend, so I was like, if I see it, I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to, play a little more reserved and, try to get walked. I was like, if I see it, I'm just going to swing hard. So, yeah.
How cool was it to have the fans cheering your name at the end of the game?
It was awesome. That was just insane. Having our fans here and, just the energy in the stadium, especially in the top of the 7th in that inning, it was amazing.
Tallen, you kind of got that whole sequence going to be in that spot as a freshman. What was that like? You were pretty emphatic when you came home too.
Yeah, I think what we've been talking about for a while, through all of our downfalls and stuff, was just having a team first mindset. And every inning I was playing with a team first mindset. I don't really care what I do. Let's just score and let's win. So that was mainly what I stepped into the box with, stepped into the field with all day. I wanted to do good for my team.
Tallen, we've obviously been over the fact that you should still be at Southmore High School right now. But what allows you to be confident in these big situations, because nothing seems to phase you in these moments?
This is what I left high school for. I knew what I was stepping into. That's the main reason on why I made this decision. I watched a lot of Oklahoma State's game last year, And being able to see the girls in those moments, I wanted to step in and I wanted to be in those moments, and I got my shot today. So when I got it, I was ready to go. I wasn't going to budge.
Kenny, is it a bit of a sigh of relief that you finally have got everything going again all at the same time, and you've made it through the regionals, you're going into supers now, you've got that momentum back you were looking for?
Yeah, you guys were making more of we needed to get it going again, I think. I felt good inside. I did. I mean, but it does feel good. It feels good. I feel good for these guys. I feel good for her. I think, I say that because, I can remember recruiting her and just telling her this is gonna happen. This is going to happen, and you fit here. I can see it just in the talks, so I feel good for kids a lot like this. I feel good for a kid like this who left a lot of things behind, and I kind of gave her an ultimatum. I mean, when we first talked about her coming, the first plan or the first thought was, well, can I play my high school year and then come in at the break? And I told her no. And it was hard. That was a hard no to tell her, because I knew what she was going to have to give up and sacrifice. A chance for a third state title, right? In a row, fourth. There was a lot that she had to sacrifice, but I knew the importance of team building and her being here with this team. And so I'm proud of her that she gets to be in these moments. She's earned her spot here. She hasn't been given a thing. She's earned it. And so is Rachel. I told Rachel, look, you're really good, but you're still gonna have to come in here and earn your spot. If you do everything that Rachel Becker does, you'll be great. But she's gonna earn it. And so I'm just proud that we can coach like that we can have those honest conversations, and then to see their success and failures is wild. And it's why you coach. It's really why I coach. And so that's probably why I get emotional when I talk about all of these kids, because they all sacrifice a lot. And to see them experience this type of stuff is really why we got into coaching. And I wish they didn't make it so hard at times, but it's part of the fun too. It's part of that journey.
Kenny, you guys are 50-something games into the season now, but did you learn something that you didn't know beforehand about your team today?
I actually learned a lot about our team against Kansas. That's where I learned. We fought, and we ended up throwing it up, but we fought. And I knew at that moment, we just got to dial it a little click. So in that moment is when I really learned. I learned a lot losing 11 of our last 13. That's where I really learned. I've learned a lot this year. I take a lot of pride in being coachable. I take a lot of pride in getting better myself. And that's what I want to, that's who I want to be. I wish I didn't get the credit I get at times, and I wish I didn't get the blame too. You know what I mean? I just want to be kind of under this table and let them do their deal. But I don't know. This team is special. I think, in my 8 years now as a head coach, I'm getting better every year. And I plan to keep doing that. And putting myself around people who challenge me, keep recruiting great players. We're only as good as these guys. I mean, we can think you're the greatest coach of all time, but if you don't have as somebody said, the Jimmies and the Joes, you don't have a chance. And we've got a lot of them that are running around here.
Last couple questions for Plum State.
Kenny, what was it that made you decide on Katie in that pinch hit role, and then just what can you say about the freshmen that have come up with so many big plays this weekend?
The Katie deal was a gut. I was talking to Vanessa. I said I'm thinking about pinch hitting for Tuck, and then Whitney came over my shoulder and put her lineup card there and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about Tuck." I said, "I am too," and she said, "Katie or Claire?" And I said, "You know what? I have a good feeling about Katie." And I have a good feeling about both of those kids. They're both fearless. This freshman class is fearless, and it's really cool to see. And so I just went with it, and you know, sometimes they work out. Is that all that you asked me? Okay.
Ken, I think you had mentioned yesterday, this is kind of the season you guys prepare for throughout the regular season, to be headed to Supers. What's that mean?
It's awesome. I mean, 4 in a row. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. You know, I never, when I took this job, I never thought, okay, we're gonna go to 4 in a row. I didn't think about any of that stuff. I figured we'd be good because I've been around some great people, and I've learned a lot. And but you just never know, right? You just, like what I've told this from team 1 to team 8. I remember telling team 1 the first day, I can't guarantee you anything. I can't guarantee you how much success that we're gonna have, but I know that if you'll do things right each day, and you'll take pride in this program and your teammates, and embrace the blue collar mentality of Stillwater and Oklahoma and Payne County, this whole place. Like, if you'll just do that, winning will just be a byproduct of that. And that's what we've done. Have we changed things along the road? Yeah, we've changed a bunch. I mean, we just continue to adapt. But that's what you're supposed to do. If you don't adapt, you become a dinosaur, and you become jobless, and you become going, what in the heck am I gonna do? So you just gotta challenge yourself, put yourself around young, hungry people, and I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for all these kids. I'm truly thankful for Jesse Martin and Mike Holder that hired me, and Chad Weiberg now. It's crazy. Like, what these people continue to do to support us is wild. I have one of the best jobs in the country, hands down. I have a lot of friends who are jealous of this job. It's a real job. The expectations are fair. The resources are real, and we can win here at a high level, and we've shown that.
For both players, a little bit off topic, but it seems like y'all got some new props in the dugout this week. I wonder if you can both talk about what all you've got exactly, and what that does for dugout energy.
Yeah, well, it was cool because when we came back from Broken Bow, our whole facility was decorated, and so they had this pony thing. I don't know what it is, I don't know, I just feel like we've kind of taken that and used it as something that, you know, can give us energy in the dugout, and kind of taking one of the traditions that we do at our football games. We kind of brought that over, and I don't know, I think it's just really fun to have new things like that in our dugout, to keep it fun and keep, you know, everyone involved, and, you know, just keep everyone's energy super high.
Yeah, he always talks about just playing the sport like you're in your backyard, or playing it like you're the little girl inside of you. And I think that our props are bringing that out of us, because we get to be kids again. In the dugout, we literally act like we're 12-year-olds, and I think that just brings out the fun in the game, and it just shows how much of a connection that we have to be able to have that much fun together.
All right, guys,